Hey YouTube, Tim here. Hadn't done a video in a while, but been working on a little project and thought I'd show it with you in case maybe another pipe maker out there might want to make one of these for himself. Can't afford to buy one or want to save the money. And what I made is a 1x42 sander for a pipe maker friend of mine by the name of Ed James, and this is it here. I don't know that you can see it in the video, but around the corner there is my Kalamazoo 1x42 inch sander, and this is what I made for a friend of mine to try to save some money. And really this one is a lot more universal and can get more uses out of this than that. And smoking my Grabo Starfire 21 today. Don't know how well you can see that in the video. Maybe that's showing up. And this is my new toy that I got. It's the Zycar Resource Lighter, and made by Zycar in the US, and it's got the pipe tools in the side of it, and that was a big selling point for me because I keep losing my tamper, or can't keep up with it, and this way got them all in the lighter where you need them, right there handy. And smoking some of my own mixture in the Starfire 21, and explain a little bit more to you about this sander here. Okay, it takes a 1x42 inch belt, and this right here, you loosen this, and this is for the tracking adjustment on it, and this is a spring-loaded rod inside there. And to take the belt off, you just push down on that spring-loaded rod, and to put it back on, you just push it down and put the belt around the wheels. And once the tracking is adjusted, then you just tighten this down. You need to put a T-handle on that so you don't have to use a wrench. And what I did was make this plate and welded all of this up. I found some springs to go in here. Of course, I used my Kalamazoo sander as a basic pattern for it. And yapping about to let my pipe go out. Get out my handy dandy tamper here in my lighter. Alright, and Ed sent me the two pillow blocks there. I believe he got those off of eBay, and I'll try to post a link in the description to where he bought these. But I believe that the two pillow blocks was like $17 and something, shipping and all. And all the metal for it is just some metal that I had laying around here, and it's rusty, but I sanded it off and got a little light coat of primer sprayed on it. I'm sure Ed will sand that back off and put a good coat of primer on it and then paint it. But before I shipped it off to him, I wanted to show it on video just in case another pipe maker or a knife maker or woodworker or anybody was wanting to have one of these sanders, but couldn't afford to buy, I think between $200 and $300 for the Kalamazoo sander. And basically all I've got in this one is the $17 for the pillow blocks, which Ed paid for. All the rest of it, as I said, was scrap metal. The drive wheel was made out of an old caster. Let's see if I can find the one before I cut it down. And again, I don't know how well this will show up in the video. Hopefully it'll show up okay. This was the same thing that I made the drive wheel for it out of. And at the top of it, it wasn't hardly 1 inch wide to match the width of the belt. So I put it on the lathe and cut the diameter of it down. It gets wider as it goes down until I got it down to 1 inch. And that's just a soft rubber caster wheel that you can find at Tractor Supply or probably Harbor Freight, Northern Tools, somewhere like that. You know, I just happen to have a couple of these laying around that I took off of an old dolly, I think it was. And that's what I made the drive wheel out of. The shaft is a 1/2 inch shaft. Actually, it started out at 5/8, and I left the middle part of it here 5/8, and measured for where I wanted the pillow blocks to set. And the pillow blocks have 1/2 inch ID bearings in them, and they push up against that 5/8 part of the shaft, and that helps keep the shaft and the pillow blocks aligned. Another advantage of this little sander is that what Ed's going to do is put him a pulley on here and drive it off of an old washing machine motor, I believe it is. But you know, with this design, as opposed to mine, which is direct drive off of the motor, with this one, if the motor goes bad, you know, big deal. Grab another old motor off something else. It's has pulleys on it, be belt driven, and if nothing else, you can do like I've got here set up for the video, just for a demonstration. Didn't have a motor handy to stick on there, but if you wanted to, you could actually power it with the cordless drill just by chucking the drill up on the shaft. And get a little example here. Get the tracking set right. Get that set and then lock it down. I'm probably standing right in the way, but sometimes when a sander runs, just run it off with the DeWalt drill for the demo. But it'll be bolted down to Ed's workbench, and it'll be more steady once it's bolted down. I've just got a bolt stuck in there, one bolt, just to hold it up here on the lathe for the demonstration. But yeah, it's turned out pretty nice. Has a vertical platen on it right here that's adjustable back and forth. Keep a little bit of tension on the belt. And then it has a horizontal platen here that's also adjustable. And I think it's going to work out real good for doing pipe stems. I know I've used mine on some pipe stems, and also on some pipes as well. And I've fooled around and let my pipe go out again. I really like that Zycar lighter. It's heavy, heavy built. You can tell it's a really a quality made lighter. Lifetime warranty on those. This one's got the imitation briar finish on it, and I really like it. Lights every time, adjustable flame. Really like that. That got into my pipe buying funds there, so I have to lay off on the pipe buying until I get some money saved back up. That was, I think, about 40 bucks, but well worth it for a good pipe lighter, and I really like it. Okay, what else was I going to say about this? Oh, these bearings that Ed ordered and we got in for those are real nice, heavy duty bearings. They've got the grease fittings on them so that you can keep the bearings greased. They're not a sealed bearing. You're able to grease these bearings, keep them greased, know that they stay in good shape, and they're just a real good sander. Handy for a lot of different things. I used to make knives. Had a couple of mentions in Blade magazine back when I was making knives. Had a knife in there, and before I started making knives, I did knife sharpening for the public, and now I'm off on making pipes. But anyway, I use my Kalamazoo sander for sharpening my knives, and I mean, you take a knife that's as dull as a butter knife, and in less than 5 minutes you can have it sharp as a razor. So these kind of sanders are handy for a lot of different things, and yeah, I think that's about it. Hope to be doing some more YouTube videos in the near future, and video quality is probably not very good. I'm no videographer, but hopefully I'll get better at that and maybe learn some tips from some of you guys on YouTube, and maybe I can get better at that and start making some more YouTube videos. But thanks for watching. Please like my video and subscribe, and help me to be able to put out some more of these videos, and hopefully soon I'll be doing some videos on some of the pipe making that I do, and just a lot of good stuff. So thanks YouTube, and we'll catch you next time.